Hello all. Artemis 2 splashed down on Friday off the U.S. Pacific coast after making a successful orbit around the moon. Very cool. In the world of cyber, Anthropic's latest AI, Claude Mythos, continues to rattle experts and tantalize evil people worldwide with its unprecedented ability to find and exploit vulnerabilities. The U.S. Treasury and Federal Reserve is highly concerned about AI's burgeoning ability to autonomously perform compromise and has summoned bank executives to meet to discuss the situation. Additionally, the U.S. government is warning about Iranian threat actors actively probing industrial control systems and critical infrastructure nationwide. Now, with nearly 4,000 Rockwell Automation and Allen Bradley PLC devices known to be potentially vulnerable. In a bit of good news, the FBI took decisive action regarding vulnerable TP-Link and MikroTik routers that were part of a massive botnet. They removed malware and then hardened them against further compromise. Now, there's a lot more in this week's links. This email and video commentary is from the RedDotSecurity.news website that contains a plethora of links to other items that aren't mentioned here that are worth skimming to see if they interest you or pertain to your particular environment or those you support. There's a lot more than what's provided in these opening comments. So let's get to the headline news. Adobe Acrobat had a zero-day vulnerability that has been under active exploitation since at least December. It was revealed by a researcher. In response, Adobe has released an emergency patch for both Windows and Mac to address the defect. Readers are urged to update their Adobe Acrobat readers to the latest version to prevent this exploit. Fortinet FortiClient EMS received an emergency update last week for yet another defect, and CISA ordered all federal agencies to update by this past Thursday since it's already under active exploitation. If you have it, patch it. Juniper Networks patched for dozens of Juno OS vulnerabilities. At least one is a remote code execution defect that doesn't require authentication. Unbelievably, one of the flaws is a default password in Support Insight's virtual lightweight collector. When will this stop being a thing? Come on! It's high time that all default passwords are required to be changed before allowing a device into service. There are a lot of items that have been addressed by these patches, and none are known to be actively exploited yet, so don't wait to plug these defects. Palo Alto Networks and SonicWall both released patches for high-severity vulnerabilities. For Palo Alto's part, they've patched 3 flaws in their own and in third-party products that are integrated into their solutions, such as Chrome. SonicWall patched 4 vulnerabilities in the SMA 1000 series firewalls. The vulnerabilities are not known to be exploited yet and are not present in their other SSL VPN firewalls. Anthropic Claude Mythos is everywhere in the news this week. This newest unreleased AI agent is so effective at finding and exploiting vulnerabilities that Anthropic decided to not release it to the public, but instead created Project Glasswing, where they invited security vendors and major cyber companies to use the model to find and plug defects in their products. Now, the fascinating thing about this AI agent is that it wasn't designed to be a cybersecurity agent. It's just that good at what it does. The 245-page Claude Mythos Preview System Card PDF is an eye-opening, very interesting read about the limitations, capabilities, and downright scary behavior of this new agent. Device code phishing attacks have grown by 3,600% this year. You can have all the secure systems you want, but if users enable access to their accounts by giving access to a rogue application, then all the threat actor needs to do is log in. Click-fix attacks are still dominating the phishing vector, but a new form of attacks that asks you to enter a PIN to verify a login is actually tricking the user to authorize a device, which in turn grants the threat actor access to the user's account and anything therein. The particularly insidious part of this attack is that it uses the legitimate Microsoft login page to accomplish the goal. Unitree is launching a sub-$4,500 robot this coming week. I saw the recent Chinese New Year celebrations that showcased robots performing parkour, martial arts moves, and dancing, and I was absolutely amazed by the nimbleness and dexterity of these automatons. Well, that's the units that will be selling for just a tiny bit over the average New York City monthly rent. The world of robotics is about to change rapidly, it would appear. While the news headlines generally are about problems, issues, defects, and disasters, there's always something good out there. Don't allow yourself to become cynical like Winnie the Pooh's friend Eeyore. Bad news sells. Good news rarely does. There are good people, there is good news, and there is hope to be found. We just need to be willing to open our eyes and look for it. Now, if you need a dose of positive start your day, check out the Good News Network. How can you not like a headline like, "Urine from music festival toilets is fertilizing a new biodiverse forest with odor-free nutrients"? Keep the shields up.